Welcome to Fear Asylum.
Just talking, or we're just doing whatever she's doing, but all of a sudden he's going for like 5. I'm like, Hyro. He comes out from the kitchen because he's not stupid. He'll go that way. So I'm like, oh, all right, he's chilling. He's not doing nothing. All of a sudden, that buzzer over there. Where is it?
What? That was easy button?
That was easy. He loves that shit. That is easy. This is where he comes in to get. That's all.
Aww. Well, no, also the flying Superman. He knows where to dig.
Oh, Superman.
Yeah.
What do you mean flying Superman? They're all flying.
Well, there's a regular action figure Superman, and there's a specific one where it looks like he's flying. Mm-hmm. He goes for.
Oh, you mean the one that only like this?
Yeah, pretty much.
Before he would
I was
go for
getting
that.
those. I like the ones we could actually pose.
Before there was 3 things he would go for in here. That.
Oh yeah, and he would go for my Thundercats, the mini sword.
Like he actually
must have
knew.
felt like Lionel, man.
He doesn't even know who they are.
That's
Well,
true.
okay.
Right?
You know what?
He's a boy.
I would be.
He just saw a sharp, shiny thing, and he's like, "Yo, I'm about to
It's a
fucking
sword.
play with this."
I mean, hell, when I was a kid, I used to swing sticks.
I mean, that's kind of
I know
gay.
that
Like
sword.
he sees something that's
Long and shiny.
about to poke him and shiny, and you know that's all about.
I mean,
him.
like Gabe said, he's more like him than his mother.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Okay, guys. So
Yeah,
welcome
but
to the show.
You didn't hear that,
No,
right?
he wants to like.
To this week's show.
They're talking about.
I'm joined by the gang. Joshua,
What's up, guys?
Wally,
What up, Warden?
and Gabby.
Hello.
Wow, you guys are like fucking the same thing.
Gabby's getting the same vibes as Gabriel usually. Oh, and we do have an
Guest
old
stars.
familiar face sitting in the back there.
in the background.
If you hear his laughing and clinking.
He's having a good
Because he's
time.
done.
Oh, I'm not that drunk. I mean,
No, I'm talking about the clinking.
Yeah.
I give it 10 minutes.
Yeah. So,
let me be polite. Sorry, audience.
Oh, and
how
Gotta
was everybody's weekend?
how was everybody's weekend? You know mine.
Busy.
Working.
I didn't.
Working.
I really didn't do shit. I was home most of the time.
Yeah. Well,
How about yourself? You sound a little sick.
I am a little bit sick.
You sound a little different in the show.
It's probably because somebody gave me the cold, like sometime last week.
Could have been me
I'm not gonna name any names.
or Gabby.
Which
I
one?
haven't seen you guys.
Yeah, I mean, you
Well,
know.
a virus doesn't that
She
quickly.
keeps insisting it was 2 weeks ago.
Remember when he wasn't feeling good?
That was last week.
That was 2 weeks ago.
So it went like a 2-1. All right, fine.
But
Okay, you're both right.
no.
Let's just
Last
leave it.
week is because my foot was hurt.
Oh,
Yeah, it
There
was
you
2
go.
weeks ago.
I don't think I can pass that. I
No,
don't
that
know
was
if that's
last week.
contagious. That was last week.
yeah.
2 weeks ago, I had the flu, and we still did the show.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I don't think it was the flu. It was,
so he's the
no,
cause of
Gabe,
everybody
no.
getting sick.
I'm the cause of everybody getting sick. Yeah.
People get sick.
You
normal.
spend the night too long with Wally.
I mean, everybody here had the cold. You said you had a cold, but I don't see you like.
He
I
did.
took antibiotics.
I don't see how that's gonna help with a virus. But
It won't.
okay.
It wouldn't. But that's for infections.
Yeah.
Bacterial.
So anyway,
News.
Gabby always prepared.
I got my story right here.
Like
Today's
news
topic:
is Appalachian horror stories.
Appalachian horror stories.
Yes.
Appalachian.
But before we do that, like Saturday was fucking. Well, Sunday morning was fucking crazy.
It
Or
was beautiful. What are you
Sunday evening in Australia was fucking crazy.
Oh, are we gonna mention that?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
The shooting in Bondi Beach in Australia. Like how many killed? 15 killed.
Jeez.
Was it the high?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's like 15 killed and
talking about? What happened?
Mass shooting,
mass shooting in
Where?
Australia
Australia.
Australia.
and
I'm surprised.
in the beach.
The shooter got tackled by a Muslim guy,
Yeah.
and the Muslim guy got shot in the arm in the process, or like in the shoulder area.
Didn't one
Probably
of the-
saved dozens of lives.
Yeah. Didn't one of the shooters die too?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was multiple shooters.
It's two. It was a
I
father.
heard that
It was,
too, right?
it was father and son.
Wasn't there one guy sniping and the other guy?
It was a father and son team.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know any details? I don't even know who
Well,
they
that's
were.
what they said. Like
Because they were attacking, like, wasn't it like a Jewish hate crime?
people. Yeah, it was a Jewish hate crime. Yeah,
Jesus.
Which is
'cause
crazy.
Hanukkah had
It's
just
crazy
started.
that
it's crazy that
In
a Muslim
Australia?
stopped them to help. Right?
Hanukkah's worldwide, my friend.
Okay.
All right, once again, Judaism is a religion. It's not an ethnicity.
I know that. Talking to a Jew.
you're a Jew now, huh?
He's everything,
Yeah,
dude.
He's everything, don't you know?
Yeah, I forgot. The whole world is inside
Yes.
of him.
Bro,
Right.
that's my father. Yeah, that's
I think that.
from the
I
real-
don't think that's the right term you want to use either.
I think he wants that. The full born inside
my
of him.
father likes to.
But yeah, it was crazy. It was fucking crazy. It's nuts. And it's crazy how they got the guns. Well, I don't know how they got the guns, but like, you know, Australia is one of the countries that has really strict,
Australia?
Really
gun
strict gun laws.
Yeah.
I think there's, like, as far as civilians go, assault weapons ban.
Yeah.
That was because of a famous mass shooting that happened in the 90s, I think.
Yeah, in the 90s, yeah.
Yeah, like the mid 90s. And after that, Australia was like, nope, we're going to end this as best we can. Unfortunately, there's ways of sneaking them in.
I mean, what were the guys? Were they just Australians?
It's Australian, yeah.
I mean, I've been noticing there's a lot of anti-Jewish sentiment going
Well,
around.
that's nowadays. Well, there's always been that, but nowadays it's mostly like
But I don't think these were anti-Israel dudes.
No, they were just racist.
I think it's just racist dudes.
Yeah, because I think a lot of it comes from like the anti-Israel. You know,
Right.
yeah.
say what you want, but I mean, how would they even know that they were like shooting Jewish people? Unless
Also
they were going
true.
after a certain.
Well, I
Muslim.
imagine it was a Hanukkah celebration of some sort.
Yeah.
I hope
On the beach?
It's Australia.
Australia, bro.
I don't know.
they
Australia.
do everything in us. They do
I'm like
everything. on the
Gabby, I
beach.
don't know.
And it's in the southern hemisphere.
It's a giant island.
No, it's the southern hemisphere. So
Yeah, it's summertime over there.
It's summertime over there, yeah.
Isn't
Summertime
Crocodile
over there
Dundee
all the
from
time.
Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crocodile Dundee.
Well, I mean, he's fictional, but yeah.
I love Crocodile Dundee.
Of course you do.
He has a big knife.
That's not a
Okay.
knife. This is
That's not a knife.
this is
It's not a knife.
Well, I actually
Oh,
have something that would put his knife to shame.
Well,
yeah. No.
one of those two?
Well, no, I'm talking about my actual
That's a sword and that's a
Bowie
dagger.
knife.
Oh, I thought you had like a machete or
You're
something
always
like
talking
that.
about
No,
things,
he's got a Bowie.
All right. So,
I'm not gonna whoop it out. Don't worry.
yeah. Okay.
Don't look at me in the eyes when you say that.
Do it
Alright.
again. I want to see it. Look him straight in the eyes and say, I'll whip it out.
Well, that's gay being annoying.
Yep.
All right. So let's start the show with the horror stories. Who wants to go first?
Well, I was gonna say, how are we doing this? Are we
I-
just talking about some stories we found, or are we telling the story?
I wanted to
Tell them the story.
start with a little
Cool.
bit of history.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
You okay, yeah.
The
Well, because
Appalachian
that's what I
Mountains.
found. I don't really find any stories.
I found a few stories.
All right. Cool.
Yeah,
So
then
then you start.
Okay, so history. Let's talk a little bit about it, right? The location, it extends from north to south, and it's like 14 states, right?
Yep.
And mountains,
The Appalachian Mountains, yes.
Yes.
Appalachia Mountains,
yes.
yeah.
And it says that it would take like a hiker to finish everything, maybe 6 months. About 6 months.
Walking, yeah.
Yeah.
Walking from one end to the other one, yeah.
From
the
north
other.
to south or south to north. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it starts from what? Tennessee?
Georgia.
Georgia.
Georgia to like New York, right?
I believe so.
It
I think,
passes
yeah,
by.
I think it goes like towards the middle of New York.
Yeah, it's more west,
Yeah,
west
more
New
west.
York.
Yeah, Western New York, yeah.
Massachusetts, Maine,
believe we
Vermont,
say.
Connecticut.
Yeah, it goes
Vermont.
all the way into New
Pennsylvania.
England. Yeah,
All right, so it was past New York then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it passes
but it's through like
Maryland.
western
Through
New York.
Western New York.
Yeah.
Jersey, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, it's center west. I don't know, whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
the
it.
center.
Well, yeah, it's-
center. It
those are-
goes through New York.
Yeah, there's some big,
Some big ass mountains.
yes.
Big
So
ass
yeah, it
mountains.
takes
Cool.
about 6 months if you hike it,
Yeah.
theoretically.
Okay.
It's 2,190 miles long.
Mhm.
And yeah.
Didn't tell you about anything like who the first settlers in there were
I heard a little bit that the
outside
people,
of the Native Americans, of course.
Yeah.
But
They were the first ones to like put the trail and everything. It was the community, something I was reading about.
Yeah.
Appalachian people.
Appalachian people.
Appalachian. I told them.
Appalachians.
Appalachians. The Appalachians.
Appalachias.
Yeah.
But it was like mostly Irish and Scottish immigrants that were
There
the
you go.
first ones that settled there.
I think it was mostly
That would explain
Irish
It was mostly Irish, but there was Scottish in there too.
in the north.
And the reason why is because they wanted to make sure they got as far away as anywhere that they knew no Englishman would want to go to.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
They like, there's no way English people are fucking climbing these mountains and coming up here to fuck with us. This is where we're settling.
And if they're Irish, that would explain their love of moonshine too.
Which
They know how to make their moonshine.
they know how to make their moonshine,
Again-
even though they're not the ones that
Again,
invented
that's
it.
mostly the Irish though.
It's the Irish.
Right. And
Sorry.
Hey,
Hey man, the
Scottish
Scottish
love
people
their
have
Irish
standards.
people, yeah, they
The
got
Scottish people
whiskey.
have standards.
Hey, they like to get drunk as much as the Irish people do.
With good stuff though. With
They
good
like
stuff.
their brown liquor too. They like their brown
Listen,
liquor
have you
too.
seen some of those guys testing their liquor? They hold that up to the light and go like, nah, needs a little bit more time. They are experts at that shit, just like the Scottish people, man. You gotta give it to them.
I don't know.
Okay, maybe.
Say so.
Fermented in different ways.
I may be biased on this, but okay.
You biased? No way.
I mean, I've seen a video of a couple of guys like actually like going through the process of moonshine. By the way, I got a business proposition after the show.
Oh,
But,
nice.
but it's actually like a lot of them put a lot of effort into actually like doing the moonshine.
When it comes to alcohol.
It was don't look at me like that.
Gabby, be nice.
Don't look
All
at
right,
me like that.
all right. Let's start the show. Well, Gabby, what's your story?
Well, I was looking at a lot of videos, and a shout out to my coworkers, because they helped me out. Cause
Okay.
I told them,
Right.
they have TikTok. I don't have
Shout out
TikTok.
to them.
Yeah, shout out to them.
You want
Eleftheri's
to
kids.
mention their names? Some of them.
Jason Nieves, Jonathan Alfaro, and Gabby Pacheco. They were like, Gabby, you need to download TikTok. You find everything in TikTok. I don't have TikTok. My kids don't have any TikTok.
You do.
They're
I
not
think
allowed.
it's
Hopefully not.
it's for the battery.
Yeah.
Actually, that's good parenting.
They
Yeah.
don't. They're not
Yeah,
allowed
nah.
for those things. No.
I think too young for social media.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They don't even have Facebook. None of that stuff.
Well, again, good.
Instagram. None of
Good.
that.
They're way too young for Facebook.
Of course.
I mean, I
Well,
think
by the time they reach the legal age of maybe getting a Facebook is going to be too old anyway.
it's
I mean,
just going to be
how-
filled with geriatrics.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, yeah, it's filled with geriatrics right now.
Okay,
But,
so let's go with the rules, right?
Rules.
The rules to do at night.
Oh, in the Appalachian
Oh, the
Mountains.
Appalachian
Of
Mountains.
course.
Oh, yeah, there's lots of rules.
They say if you hear your name, don't answer.
Don't answer it.
Ah, God damn it, you stole my story.
Oh, she spoiled it for you.
If you hear somebody screaming, don't
Ignore it.
ignore it.
Yeah.
If you hear somebody behind you, don't pay attention, and always keep the fire going the whole night.
Yep.
And if you're gonna get in a tent or whatever, just make sure everything is like no air coming in, things like that.
Okay.
I mean, for background, like, lots of crazy shit happens in the Appalachia Mountains, and since there's not much of a, how would you say, presence of, like, any sort of law enforcement, a lot of people go missing in the Appalachian Mountain Range for obvious reasons. Sometimes murder, sometimes we don't know, but most of the people in the Appalachia Mountains will tell you never to go outside because of legends like that. Of course, you got the standard ones like that, murderers and psychopaths, but you also have the killer billies and
The killer.
and the skinwalkers.
I mean, that's not even a joke.
But
though,
the
man.
skinwalkers is not Appalachian. They're most like to
That's
the west.
right?
That's
That
west.
was-
Yeah, that's
Oh,
west.
the skinwalkers in the Appalachian Mountains too.
Skinwalkers.
They might be called something else, but all right. So, Gabby, what's your story?
But the killbillies are definitely out there.
Yeah.
I
The
mean,
killer.
Killbillies, yeah.
yeah, you enter their property. Good luck.
They ain't got no
And
rules up there. They just shoot you.
Don't whistle.
That's another one.
There's a part in Mexico
They'd
that
be
they
like,
call
she ain't
Catemaco.
whistling Dixie.
It's called Catemaco in Mexico.
Yeah.
Is the town called Brujeria, and they say that whenever you wanna call the devil, you go ahead and you whistle, and they'll whistle back to you, and that's when his presence is near.
Where's that at?
In Catemaco, Mexico. It's
Oh,
the
yeah,
town.
he's talking about
Brujeria.
the state she's talking about is Veracruz.
Veracruz?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm stay away from Veracruz then.
There's a lot of
They got
beautiful
a great
women out
bar
there.
over
Though.
there.
Huh?
Free
Gay
tequila
bar.
shots. Free tequila shots.
Never mind, Gabe.
He's having a good time.
Let's go with Wally
But-
with his story.
I don't have one.
You know, oh, you just.
So did you just, Gabby? Did you just
Oh, did
mention
you
like
want-
stuff to avoid, or do you have an actual
I
story?
thought you had a stuff.
Yeah.
I thought you had a story.
It's
Like I found what I found was like legends in history that was what people used to tell scary stories in there, but I didn't find anything that was like.
I mean, I see the Flatwoods Monster, so maybe we just talked about the Flatwoods Monster.
Well,
And the one that kind of made me laugh a
Well, I
little
guess-
was the Moon-eyed people.
If
what?
Moon Knight
Moon-eyed
people,
Moon-eyed people?
yeah,
Moon, like you know the moon.
like the moon.
Oh, okay. I think you meant like Moonanite
It was
people.
like a Cherokee
The
legend.
Moonanite, the Germans? No.
No,
Cherokee?
Moonanites from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, like Moonanites.
Moonanites. Nah,
So-
I know what that is. Nah.
No,
I guess-
No, you never seen Aqua Teen Hunger Force with the little
Yeah,
like, purple,
yeah.
the little purple.
Yeah,
and
dude.
the
Yeah.
little guy, yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
You know,
I mean, so I guess it's if Gabby doesn't have a story, Gabby doesn't have a story.
I mean,
Joshua, do you have a story?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you guys can tell legends about it.
I was gonna say there was like these.
How about the
legends.
main-
Well,
the
that
main-
one was whack. I'm not gonna. tell
Actually,
that
let's
one.
Joshua read his story, and then we'll talk
Okay,
about the
let's-
main one
let's-
from
Yeah.
the
Let's
Appalachians.
focus on Joshua.
Yeah.
All right, a little bit. Of
There's a
pop
main
culture.
one because
Yeah.
this one I feel is like the most famous one.
All right. Well, let's let Joshua do the story.
But I'll hear what you have to say first.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So I got my story right here. This is from this is coming from the r/no sleep thread on Reddit.
Oh, that's also good.
It's written by Mr. Michael Squid. Good username.
Michael Squid.
Michael Squid. Mr. Michael Squid.
Mister. Oh, I'm sorry, Mister.
So it's called The Stretch People of the Appalachia.
The stretch?
The Stretched.
Like stretch?
Like stretch. The Appalachian Trail attracts tourists from all over the world. Hiking is considered a rite of passage to some, but the stunning views are what brought my friend and coworker Jeremy and me to the Smokies. We trekked out Saturday through the mountain trail in North Carolina just below Tennessee, eager to witness the wildlife and brilliant fall landscapes. The sun cast warm beams through the spruce ferns. The sky was a magnificent pinkish golden hue that resonated within me and filled me with a long-lost appreciation for this world. Really poetic. Lovely, isn't it? Jeremy stated. He bit into a granola bar with a hearty crunch, and a few crumbs landed in his fluffy black beard. He looked like a mid-20s Santa, rosy cheeks and all. Sure beats the office. I don't know, I kind of miss corporate meetings and the soothing sounds of the broken printer. So you're reading like a romance story, right?
Yeah,
A little bit.
Weird.
A little bit.
I'm getting a little embarrassed.
It's gonna be Brokeback.
Yes.
Appalachia.
Broke back. Snap their backs.
No, he doesn't. Does he know? Brokeback
Brokeback.
Mountain?
No, I don't know what Brokeback Mountain is.
Okay, leave it.
Let's continue with the story.
Jeremy's smile widened on Greg scoffing. Oh, Greg scoffing at every email request he received. Something very zen about that, too. Very soul-soothing. Oh, wow, this is really... He joked back. All right, Office Max, this is the trail. The September chill was invigorating. Although it was a bit colder than I dressed for, I pulled up the hood on my jacket and followed Jeremy's lead. A bit surprised at seeing my stocky friend hiking up the incline so effortlessly. Effortlessly. Jesus.
Yeah.
That was the first time we'd done anything together aside from knocking back beers over pool games or the occasional meal out. He married young and usually reserved day trips like these for his wife. She was out west with her family this time, and I was happy to oblige his offer. Twigs cracked beneath my boots as I followed Jeremy. The trees were brilliant gradients of orange, yellow, and green. Basewoods, dogwoods, and magnolias popped in a vibrant patchwork panorama. It was truly breathtaking, and I appreciated Jeremy inviting me along on his nature walk. But then, an hour in, Jeremy decided to stray from the plotted path. We'd rounded a few narrow dirt paths to reach a overhang where Jeremy wanted to take a photo. It was an exposed face of the mountain offering a clear view of a valley below. It was obvious why he decided to take a detour for a photo op. It was gorgeous. I wheezed, a bit out of breath as we finally climbed up the steep ridge. He slapped a gloved hand on my shoulder and I smiled into the phone's camera lens as well. He'd framed a great pic for us with the enormous valley behind us, but then the device slipped from his hand and onto the steep dirt hill. We watched it tumble down into the dense cluster of trees at the bottom. Fuck, Jeremy yelled. I really didn't look forward to climbing all the way down and all the way back up again. Is it cool if I stay here while you get it? I asked, eager for a break. My calves were sore and tight and I was out of breath. That's not the only thing that's about to be sore. Man, you're such an indoor kid, he smirked. I shrugged. I mean, he wasn't wrong. Sure, I'll see you in a bit. I watched Jeremy descend the steep incline, winding down the path and into the stark shadows of the woods. Just calling it so I can follow the ring. No prob. I called back, and Jeremy, just a small form among the valley of pines, vanished. I only then realized how utterly isolated this area of the forest was. He hadn't come across another hiker in over 45 minutes, and I gathered our little detour from the main trail must have taken longer than I thought. Aside from the rustling of leaves and the occasional creaking of swaying branches, it was quiet. A loud snapping sound echoed up from the basin. A tree branch, more than likely. I dialed Jeremy's number, and soon after I heard a faint ringtone. The phone must have tumbled farther than I realized. I shook my head, well aware his screen was likely shattered and he'd be using mine for photos for the rest of the hike. I heard the ringing phone continue for a bit and then stopped as it went to voicemail. See it? I yelled down the side of the steep incline. The cold air was starting to numb my cheeks. Winter was on its way. No response from Jeremy. I redialed and listened to the faint ringing from the deep woods below. When it finally went to voicemail, once again I felt a bit anxious. Jeremy, I yelled down. A woodpecker's rapid knocking carried over the valley from some unseen tree, but no other sound at all. Jeremy, you okay? I shouted down. Only the rattling groans.
Broken.
Only the rattling groans of the trees and occasional cracking of branches was heard from below. I decided to go check on him. Hiking down the decline was easy, but I was well aware the climb back up was waiting. I was careful not to slip as I left the trail and edged my way down into the thick-wooded valley where Jeremy had vanished. Thick-wooded. Interesting choice. The pines had looked so small from up the path, but as I descended I realized they were enormous. It was a dense wilderness in the basin. Light barely penetrated the intertwined pine needles. Too easy, no. Jeremy, I called out. I should have been within hearing distance, but he still didn't respond. I called his phone once again. It rang, close by. I followed the sound, spotting it a few meters ahead of the forest floor. Sure enough, the screen was cracked, but it had miraculously survived. Then I noticed something white and pearl-like on the forest floor. I walked closer and squatted down to analyze it. My gut shifted and my throat closed a bit as I realized what I was looking at. A human tooth. Hey, Jeremy, are you okay? I called out. I'd seen him reach the bottom, so I knew he hadn't fallen. Might not be his, I thought, and I peered into the endless pillars of tree trunks that sprawled out into the valley. Though hesitant, I decided to walk a bit in. Jeremy, I yelled into the woods. I could hear my own voice faintly echo off the surrounding mountains. I tried to rationalize that maybe Jeremy had headed a bit inward to relieve himself, but I was getting a bit scared. I felt the fall leaves and pine needles soften my steps as I continued on. Then I saw another small white shape on the ground. It was a bloody human molar, roots and all. The leaves surrounding it were flocked with droplets of fresh red blood. Any notion of bravery was quickly abandoned due to the fact those teeth landed there recently. I needed to get out of the woods and call the police. I turned back and headed towards the wood's edge in a brisk walk, wishing it was closer. I was a good 30 meters in and I quickened my pace into a brisk jog. I felt a wave of relief when I saw his hand around the tree up ahead. Jeremy, I yelled out. My jog slowed to a stop and my insides went cold. The hand wasn't as far away as I thought it was. Its size had created an optical illusion of sorts. It wasn't Jeremy's. It had long, white fingers and bulbous knuckles, and looked distorted as if a normal human hand had been elongated. Somehow stretched out to become twice the length. Worry melted into horror as a large, strange hand peeked out from the other side of the thick tree. It was horrible. A mess of pale, saggy flesh that clung loosely to an enormous, stretched skull. A bizarre, exaggerated grin that split the face in two was filled with little pointed nubs of teeth, glistening red. There was no visible nose amid the folds of bunched flesh under the eyes, which were the worst features by far. The eyes were perfectly spherical, white orbs, glossy and wet, that stared at me with eagerness, the way an animal stares at its food. I froze, unable to peel my gaze away from the hideous face that leered at me from behind the tree. It was far too high up as well, nearly 8 feet up from the leafy ground. Though it was clearly hunched, I took a hesitant step backward, and as I did, it emerged, long, soap-white arms, legs extended from the cover of the thick tree trunk. With knobby knees and pronounced ribs, it resembled a person suffering from starvation, or perhaps extreme anorexia, yet scaled up to the size of a giant. I stepped back a bit more, my boot squishing into something. I glimpsed down to see a mound of pulpy flesh beneath my boot. It was half of a human hand. A wedding band on the base of the finger missing the tip. It was Jeremy's hand. I then heard what might have been misconstrued as the wind bending those tall trees That thing was making the sound. It took a long stride in my direction. The horrible gash of a grin, dripping strings of saliva in anticipation. I ran. My heartbeat pounded in my ears as I fled. Adrenaline pumped through me as I ran deeper into the dense woods. Away from the horrific giant, wisps of ragged branches scratched my face and snagged my jeans. I soon passed shreds of clothing, chips of bone, and clumps of hair. I ran past stripped finger bones and even a meatless femur. All that remained of Jeremy were the inedible parts. I was going to die in those woods. I slowed my pace when I saw a movement up ahead in the distance. 2 naked figures, slender, absurdly tall, and terribly deformed.
Sorry, guys.
All good. Stalked the woods with the... Excuse me. 2 naked figures, slender and absurdly tall and terribly deformed, stalked the woods with the same wide, bulging white eyes and hideous grins. They hadn't spotted me yet. My heart was pounding so hard I feared they'd hear it. I looked back, seeing that long-lived thing striding forward. I was pinned. My only chance was to hide. I frantically scanned the area and found a wide-trunked tree that looked rotted and hollowed near the roots. It seemed like the best shot, so I raced over and squeezed myself into the hollow base of the tree, ignoring tearing of my jacket and the burn from scraping my skin in the process.
Sorry.
I know it. Reading it out loud, I didn't think it was that long, but it's almost done. I hushed my breathing and waited as still as quietly as I could. A few minutes later, the sound of cracking of twigs and crushed leaves drew closer. I watched through a gap in the bark as panic flooded my mind. That strange vocalization sounded once again, followed by another voice from further out in the dense woods. They were communicating. A few other rattlings, throaty sounds were made before I heard the sound of footsteps continue on, getting quieter and quieter as they continued on into the woods. I breathed out in relief, but then view to the woods was blocked by a long, horrific face. One of those things had leaned down to look into the open gap and was now staring directly at me, just a foot away. It was enormous, twice the height of my own head. Those milky white eyes stared at me, and I was sure these were the final moments. The dripping smile of that creature quivered and it cocked its head slightly to the side. After a few seconds of reeling from the horror of its presence, I understood it wasn't seeing me at all. It was blind. Its breath was rotten and gamey. It wheezed through these small, sharp teeth, stared at me with those unseeing eyes for a few minutes, but it eventually stood, vanishing from my view. I then listened to the leaves rustle as it walked away, off to some other section of the vast forest. I stayed in that hollow of the trunk for maybe an hour before I finally braved peeking out. They were gone. I was cautious to make little noise as I backtracked as best I could. I feared I had lost my way and I was heading deeper still towards those enormous things, but the mountainside soon became visible through the leaves. I'd gotten back to the area. I'd found Jeremy's detached, mangled head, but it was gone. The cell phone was too, as well as the teeth. Nothing remained of my friend. I climbed out of the valley and began my return, all the while making calls to the park rangers and the local police. By the time I made it back to the car, I was surrounded by patrol cars as well as ambulance. Officers, rangers, and paramedics were milling about, and they were all eager to question me. I explained the events that had transpired, and the police were skeptical, as were the paramedics and rangers, but one weathered old park ranger named Bob took me aside after the statements were made. Bob looked at me with remorse. He then looked out into the sea of trees and spoke. My grandfather told a folk tale when I was a child, one that terrified me, one he swore was real. The story of the stretched people of Appalachia. It was an old tale of people that fell into a cave and were trapped, ages ago. Incest and evolution kept them going. The kids with the longest lives were kept alive, the others used for food. Evolution in the cave took their side, but selective breed and heightened their stature, bit by bit, each following generation. I wish it to be a scary story to keep kids in line. I never wanted to believe him when he said he saw one in his youth from the mouth of a hidden cave. I never wanted to believe they were real. Bob's eyes grew wide and his voice quivered with fear as he continued. Or that they could eventually grow tall enough to get out. And that's the end. Now,
I feel like I've heard of that before a little bit.
The stretch people?
Yeah. Not
I mean, I think,
but like kids that got trapped in the cave or a mine.
I'm sure that happened.
I mean, I think that's what they got the story for that movie, A Wrong Turn.
I was thinking about that one. Was it the cave?
Talking about the Descent.
Descent, that one. They were blinded. I think they were blinded that too.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think it's a mix.
I think
Like
it's a mix.
you could hear the story, do run turn, do the descent.
Yeah.
I will say this though, that story had a lot more.
But like
innuendo
run
than-
turn was mostly like hillbillies.
Yeah, wasn't that?
Actually, the first one that's mostly hillbillies, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
The remake though for Run Turn, that was not really good
Was
because
that the
it
one
went
with
from
Eliza Dushku?
that's the original one.
That's the
not-
original one, yeah.
The remake, well, the one with Eliza Dushku was like mostly hillbillies and
Right.
why not? The remake though, it went deep into a cult type of thing.
Oh, okay.
It was actually.
I don't think I ever saw
I
it.
think that's a better movie than the first one.
What's it
Alright.
called?
Wrong Turn.
Wrong turn.
Wrong Turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
Wrong
If
turn.
if you watch the second one. The first one is mostly like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but in Appalachia.
It's a slasher film, yeah.
I mean, that's fine with me. I want another like.
One of the funniest things is like one of the locals just starts breaking out in some weird random style of martial arts in front of their truck.
I remember that. Wait, am I
was like-
thinking Cabin Fever? Because he's like, nope. When the kids start screaming like pancakes. It was like Cabin Fever.
Also, wouldn't that take place in the Appalachia?
Cabin Fever?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying though, because it's like it's the same thing happens. Like the kids like screaming pancakes. The guy's like, no pancakes. The kid starts screaming pancakes, and he starts doing the crazy martial arts.
Oh, that's a different one. Yeah, that's a different
yeah, that's
one.
Cabin Fever.
Yeah.
Same. It's funny though. It's the same thing. I will say this though: the story had a lot of innuendo that I wasn't expecting up until I said it out loud.
That was
It was a
pretty-
lot of it.
It's like it almost on purpose.
Yeah.
I think it was, and I kind of feel embarrassed for even like saying.
Yeah, it was like Prentice's story, like, but I could see how that story where he got the idea to like write that and like I said, probably saw those movies and I was like, all right, cool, I could
But the guy that wrote that story?
Yeah.
from those movies.
I know it's not true, though.
Oh, definitely not.
Because he's talking about using the cell phone. For anybody that I knew that actually tried walking that trail, they get no signal.
No signal.
You ain't using them.
Absolutely not.
Oh, and another interesting fact about people that take that trail, like you have to sign up for it. It's a whole thing.
Well, like it's got like not
yeah.
NDA, like a disclosure.
Yeah, no weapons allowed.
I don't like that.
No guns,
I
no
don't like-
knives, no
I
weapons
don't like
allowed.
that. Nah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like
sure,
that.
100%. 100%.
So you don't
I
want
mean,
me
it
to
makes
defend
sense.
myself?
It makes sense, but at the same time, though, I'd probably like pocket like a knife in my boot or something like that.
I mean,
Rules are rules.
rules are rules, but I don't know if you
Don't
can.
find it. I don't know.
But, I mean, they don't really. I don't think they got anybody out there stopping people to search. But
Especially not on the trail. It's not like you're gonna get fucking stopped. Like, hey, what are you carrying?
yeah. And there were people that did sneak guns and shit on there. Yeah.
Of course, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a couple of people just waiting in ambush for like some trail runners.
If
Like this guy I know that did it. He said he bumped into a crew of 4 dudes there, and they each had guns, and they were super drunk and like violent. Not violent in the sense they wanted to attack people, but like crazy redneck style when they're drunk, like type that'll punch themselves in the face and get all rowdy.
All those types. At least they're hurting themselves instead of other people.
I mean, you could always say like that's why I don't bring guns, but like, nah, bro.
He was like, I was a little nervous that night, but turned out all right. But I was like on my way, and the next morning I was like, good meeting you guys. I'm gonna start heading out.
Probably too drunk to respond. Yeah.
At that point, you don't stop. You just keep walking. Like, nah, fuck this.
I'm not if I see somebody punching themselves in the face. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna hang out with these guys.
Yeah, a mix of alcohol, guns, and violence is crazy.
Yeah.
But that's how it be
Those are reasons why they want to keep it like no weapons.
on the trail specifically, though.
Yeah, on
right?
the trail specifically. Yeah, because
So,
it's
like,
like a
everything else
national
is-
park.
Like everything else is like fair game, right? Because you have people living up there.
I mean, people got their own property and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You got people living there. Just the trail is like specifically like a
And
national
how does it
park.
pronounce? It's Appalachia, right?
Appalachia.
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 I don't know.
My
People pronounce
coworker
it
wrote
different
it
ways.
for me. Appalachia.
Yeah.
Shin.
Well, that's how we read it. That's how they pronounce it. I think it's Appalachia. Appalachia.
Appalachia.
I don't know.
Appalachia.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Bananas,
Well,
bananas.
the main, I guess, monster that comes from that region is the Mothman.
There you go. That's exactly one of them that I was gonna start with. And that's
Is
what
it
I'm talking
Mothman?
about.
I
It's
thought it
Mothman,
was-
yeah.
that was from the. I
Mothman.
thought it was from the bridge.
Well, it's in West Virginia, so it's in
West
the
Virginia.
Okay.
yeah.
Almost heaven.
Ohio.
So it's in the mountains. It's in the Appalachia. So that's the most famous one.
Yeah.
you know. And did that episode ever air or was
when we talked about the
was
the
that when
whatchamacallit?
somebody was
Mothman.
way too much drunk
That's
to
when
fucking...
somebody was a little too much and we couldn't exactly air it.
Well, that was there, right?
That was
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
We'll
that
talk
one.
about the monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was too drunk.
Ooh, oh. Huh?
Off that moonshine.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So Mothman, yeah, that's like the big one from that region. It's like supposedly if you see it, it's supposed to like warn you of something that's gonna happen or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, where
Oh.
it shows up, calamity runs
Yeah.
comes in its wake or something like that.
like the
Mainly
Mothman
death,
Pop.
right?
Yeah,
Mainly
maybe that.
death. I think
Mostly death.
the main
or tragedy.
the big story is like it was spotted on the bridge, and I think in West Virginia, and then like soon after that bridge like collapsed or something like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
That-
right?
That story is in there, yes. And that's actually the big first story they're talking about here. Like, oh no, that they were talking about a person trying to flee the Mothman, and somebody said it was just a crane. These stories, but yeah, they talk about that bridge story in here. Yeah.
I mean,
Well-
you want to talk about the story?
They only mention it. They don't tell the whole story. They just mention exactly what you just said.
Oh, just like this happened and that happened.
Yeah. About people trying to flee it, and they were scared of it, and the bridge collapsed, and whatever.
I mean, to
They
be
weren't
fair-
able to escape.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, I
weren't
mean,
able to
most of
escape.
the stories like
Good way to end it.
it's like what Gabby was saying at the beginning. It's like it comes from something like don't do this, don't do that. It's mostly in the hollers though.
The Howlers?
The hollers is like where people live. Like you go down a road and then you take like I guess you could say like a detour on the road, and those are called hollers.
Howlers. Okay, gotcha.
So you guys really think that there's like
And-
myths and stories?
Like everybody lives, like they've known each other for like
It's bullshit.
from like generations. So
Like Onion
Yeah, he
Town.
doesn't.
yeah, like everybody knows each other in the hollers.
He doesn't believe something.
Yeah, you
So
bring
basically
the
a lot
devil
of
in
it-
front of him, and he'd be like, "You eat the devil, you just."
I mean, if you cut, I don't want to say it, but
Hell,
I
you
guess
still fucking know.
I guess you could say like it's like the hollers is like their version of a trailer park. I didn't want to say it like that, but that's kind of like what it is.
I mean, it makes sense, yeah. How do they get their mail, though?
Mailman.
The middleman post office.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
So what did we learn right now? Stay quiet. Don't make noise. Don't whistle.
Just don't go to the Appalachians is my takeaway. My main takeaway.
I think we should go, and I'll go.
I mean,
I mean, the people that were born over there. it
Gabe,
sucks for
Gabe's
them.
okay. He'll fucking
No, I'll just smile. Like,
he'll
hey,
blend exactly.
how
He'll
you
blend right in.
doing?
Yeah, all those incest babies. Those,
No,
fine
Josh,
puppies.
look, I'll be like,
But
hey.
one thing the thing that they
They
were
would probably
saying
look
that
at me and go,
the
no.
the Mothman was, like the skeptics say, they dismiss it like, no, it's simply a sandhill crane that had gone off its normal migration route that people were spotting in the late 60s, 66, 67. Like when the bridge incident
A crane.
happened. A sandhill crane.
Sandhill.
Specifically. Yeah.
Are they-
Because
are
it's a
they
black
that
color.
big?
Yeah, they're huge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what she said.
I
Is that
never
what she said?
understand. I never
Black.
understand. Remember? Yeah.
It's like that's the one opportunity for a black joke. You didn't
That's it,
take.
right? Yeah, I was waiting for the black joke. Never mind.
Actually, they're TikToks. Not all of them are big. They're actually short.
So
Okay.
This man has seen every single black dick on the planet. He should.
Yeah, he should know.
He should
No,
know.
only about 12.
That's still a lot of dicks.
That's still a lot.
That's still
A lot
a
of
lot.
disciples.
So, you got a story or?
I don't want to go into a locker room with you. I
Yeah.
thought you were going to tell a story, honestly.
Gabby, you got a story or?
Of the Appalachian Mountains?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so tell
They
the
say
story.
that the
No, not a story, not
a
like
story.
what not to do.
Well, I was going to talk about a legend that I found funny.
All right,
legend.
talk about the
Talk about
legend,
the
and
legend.
now
Let's talk about
then
the
I'll finish with
legend.
my
It's
story.
one that I found kind of funny
Okay,
because
Alright.
okay.
the description of it.
All right, what's the
You'll get it.
description?
All right, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh boy.
All right, so
It's not a 50 Shades of Grey type of thing, right?
Yeah, because mine was already plenty
Shades of
gay.
Grey.
Mine was already plenty. gay.
Cherokee legends have fueled the folklore of the Appalachian region for most of its history. One such story, an established part of Cherokee cosmology, is that of the Moon-Eyed people.
Oh, okay.
The Cherokee described these beings as another race of humans who were different in appearance from the tribe. They were described as small, well, I mean, we'll take that one away, bearded, with incredibly white skin and blue eyes. This guy
Small.
right here.
The moon and night.
But I'm pretty tall.
You're
Yeah, I'm decent height. That's the only part.
Well, they
but
might be dwarves.
Yeah, small people,
I think the
midgets.
correct term is little people now.
Little people.
No,
Yeah.
they actually prefer the term dwarves, surprisingly enough.
Really?
Yeah, they
Alright.
like the
Bring
like
it
the term
back.
dwarves. For me, it's like, I thought that's more insulting.
Actually, yeah, I think it was only one actor. I'm not going to say his name just because you never know.
Okay.
That kind of made that word like a hate word.
Who, Peter Dinklage?
Okay,
Yeah,
you said
okay.
it.
Listen, I got a bone to pick with that guy.
Honestly, that's my only bone to pick with him because that's fucked up. You take away a whole word for
Yeah,
the whole.
I mean, you take away not just a word, but a whole bunch
Well,
of
we're not talking
opportunities. But we're not talking about Peter Dinklage.
when we're talking
We're
about
not
this,
talking
we're not
about
talking about
Wait,
real people. We're
so
talking
when we
about
see him, can we go oompa, loompa, loompa,
Gabe, shut up.
Just to him specifically.
Yes.
When we talk about that, when we say that, we're talking about real people. We're talking about mythological.
Right, this is mythological.
Beings.
Yeah,
beings.
small mythological.
So,
people.
according to legend, the Moon-Eyed people were a race of nocturnal humans, as their eyes were too sensitive to any light. Me. And they were forced to hunt, fish, and accomplish all other tasks during the night. Thus, they were called Moon-Eyed people, as they could only see after dark. The Cherokee believed that originally the Moon-Eyed people built large stone fortifications against the Creek Nation. But after they were defeated by the neighboring tribe, they retreated into a system of caves throughout North Carolina. You sensing a pattern here with the caves in the
I
Appalachians?
kind of am. This,
But the Moon-Eyed people quite obviously sound like European settlers.
that's what I was gonna say.
However, the Cherokee legends claimed they were present among the tribe beginning around 1170 CE.
Vikings.
Like,
Many conflate the Moon-Eyed people with the legends of Welsh travel to the New World before the Spanish, which is interesting. I didn't know that the Welsh traveled like that.
I think they. Well, I
Well,
mean, I
it's not
wouldn't
like
be
they
surprised.
knew where Wales was. I'm guessing
I mean, if they found, if
they
they
just called.
found Greenland,
I think it was just the Vikings that.
But they
came
said
here.
probably a combination of propaganda against the Spanish as well as racial diatribes against Native Americans. So, I mean, like, this is what I'm talking about.
Well,
the
I
most
mean-
compelling evidence for the existence of the Moon-Eyed people is a 3-foot-tall statue found at the confluence of Hiwassee and Valley Rivers in the 19th century. It is thought that the statue may be pre-Cherokee and depicts two conjoined figures. The statue's best visual evidence for the Moon-Eyed people and is on display at the Cherokee County Historical Museum. I just found the description of them very funny because it sounded like me outside of the short part.
For me, I just kind of. It seems like it was just like a bunch of Vikings that got lost on the way, like Greenland or Iceland or whatever.
Especially the bearded part.
The bearded
Yeah.
part, and
Yeah.
they weren't. If I remember correctly, they actually weren't that tall back then. They were
Well, nobody
kinda
was
like-
that tall back then.
Yeah, exactly. So like
Well, which would include the Cherokee, which begs to wonder
Yeah.
why would they call them
small. I
don't
mean,
know.
it just sounds more and more like actual dwarves.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
Like I'm talking about like eight, like
Well,
Tolkien
if you're the one
dwarves.
writing the story, you want to make them
Look small.
like yeah, exactly. Look them like
Damn, look at those
lesser
tiny guys.
than you.
and yeah, there's like a picture here of
Just like
them
Gabe is 5'11".
statue.
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Right.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
retired
sorry.
basketball player right there.
I was actually on varsity basketball. I have pictures.
I'm sure you do.
No, I do have pictures.
And I don't know, there's like a
Just so you know, high school sports don't let
It was,
you
it,
cat
was
people.
for, it was for a kid. It was for a school.
Stop
For,
being a fucking.
it's a private school for mentally disturbed, learning disabled children.
Okay.
Wow, way to bring down the mood.
you think he would be more careful with certain words if he was all
I am
sensitive
mentally
about that.
disturbed, learning disabled child. I went to that school.
Who loves using the R word, so tone it down a notch.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I think it's like mostly like that.
A special guest right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's chiming in.
Yeah, he said-
Nothing to do
Here
with the
and
topic,
there,
but he's
not
chiming in.
yeah. All right. So yeah, I think it's that like people that write the stories are the one that kind of make the other people see them less than they are, like less threatening or lesser than them. I don't know.
I'm actually gonna look that up because it sounds kind of interesting.
Well,
I kind of want to know the background about that.
I know there's some evidence that the points that the Vikings were in the Americas first, and the Spaniards or the English.
I mean,
Right.
that's why my aunt says that we were raised from the Vikings. I'm like, really?
Your aunt?
Yeah, his
Oh,
mom.
really?
Yeah, they said we're from the Vikings.
And Scottish was mostly down in Jamaica.
Definitely
Slave
Jamaica.
trade.
I have
Definitely
like
Jamaica.
I have like one strand
history on
of
that.
red hair on my beard. She said, "Oh, that's because you're a Viking." I'm like, okay, all right.
That's because isn't there a relative though in your family history that
Yeah, I mean, with
great grandmother or something?
Yeah.
yeah.
To be fair, my mom did take one of those 23andMe tests, and she did find some Viking heritage in that. So I thought that was
well, that's his mom, and y'all's also Oscar.
Right.
Wait, isn't his mom your aunt?
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's literally what he said.
No, I was.
Yeah, we're cousins for a reason, Gabe.
No, but I'm just saying, like you would have it too.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
have
more
it.
than likely. Yeah. I don't think our grandfather was a Viking, but I'm pretty sure like you go back enough times, we're gonna find some Viking lineage. I mean, it's in the
We do have
23andMe
some light-skinned people in the family.
All right. I mean, it's a good thing that Southern Sun took that away, though.
Yeah, I'm more mad about my lack of blue eyes.
Wow. Don't be.
I am not.
Where were you getting from?
I don't want.
Remember, he's got the
I
whole
have
world
gold.
inside him.
I have the gold eyes.
He wishes he had the whole.
Something else.
Anyway.
No, the whole world.
Yeah, right.
That's 8.7 billion people, sir.
Yeah, you know you could take that.
Yeah,
home.
you can do that.
I don't think I could take that.
Yeah, you can take
Don't
a
be
lot
so
more.
modest.
No, I'll be very modest with that. Hell no.
You're trying to repopulate Uranus, huh?
He said I didn't say nothing.
Alright, so I go on with my story. It's a short story. It's called The Knock That Comes After Midnight. I'm not going to give the name because who cares?
Okay, exactly.
Come on, you gotta give the name.
It's by me. It's an original. Nah, it's by me. I forgot who it was. I just fucking copy and paste.
We'll figure it out.
Why not?
Yeah. All right. So in parts of West Virginia and Eastern Tennessee, there's an old rule that which Gabby pointed at: never answer a knock after midnight, especially if you live in a holler. An elderly couple live alone at the edge of the woods, miles from the nearest neighborhood. Every night at exactly 2:17 a.m., there was a knock on their front door. Not a pounding, not urgent, just 3 slow, polite taps. The husband opened the door the first night. No one was there. Second night, same knocks, same time, same empty porch. But this time, the dogs wouldn't stop growling at the tree line. Third night, the knock came again, and this time, a voice followed it. "Please, I'm cold." It sounded like a young boy, maybe 10 years old, shaking, weak. The wife begged her husband not to open the door. Old Mountain Fox said, "If you can reach your porch, it's already to close." The husband asked through the door who it was. The voice answered immediately, "You know me." That's when the wife noticed something wrong. The voice wasn't coming from the porch. It was coming from the back of the house. Then they heard the knock again on the front door. At the same time, the husband never opened either door. He stayed in his chair, shotgun across his lap, watching the handles slowly turn. First the front, then the back, testing, patient, like something was learning how locks work. "Okay, Gabe, were you there?"
He was there. Look at that smile.
At
Was the
dawn,
boy.
at dawn, the sound stopped. Outside, there were footprints in the mud, bare, child size, but pressed so deep they cracked the earth. They led into the woods and stopped, facing the house. Old timers say, whatever it was, it comes back every few years. Always polite, always patient, always knocking like you know someone will eventually answer. And if you do, this is the knocking never stops because he doesn't need the door anymore.
I like that one.
That's pretty good. Blew mine out of wire. Short.
Pretty creepy.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
short and sweet.
Imagine bumping that shit in the middle of the nowhere in the.
Imagine if this guy starts knocking at your fucking door.
I'd be pretty mad. Go home. There's nothing here.
Please, I'm cold. Let me in.
Exactly with that voice, I'm like, nah, fuck this.
Then I'll go run.
He's already too close though.
Then I'll run around the back.
He's gonna ignore it.
But honestly, dude, if you live in those woods, it's kind of scary as it is, dude. Have you ever seen like
I mean,
videos?
I think if you grow up there, not really.
Of course not, but like if we go there, it's like. Because I heard those
Don't
things.
say all this we stuff.
Oh, maybe not
I've
you.
been in there.
Nah, you were in the Everglades.
Yeah, just do a fucking episode in the Appalachian Mountains.
No, you were in the Everglades. That's different.
No, I wasn't just there. I was in North Carolina Blue Mountains for about a week, and I was in the woods in the Florida Keys for maybe I don't even remember how long. It was a while.
Has a lot of stories.
That's not the Everglades. It's like woods.
But like most of the stories come back to what Gab said. It was like all those myths and legends from the mountains. Like there's a lot of stories of people said real stories. Like when you veer off the paths from the mountains, you start hearing people following you and people calling out your name. And some of these people actually believe that. So
I mean, it's still like it's got its own real culture, the Appalachian Mountains.
well, definitely, but.
Absolutely.
But I think that's what's so cool is like you see all those stories shared, but all of them have that same one rule: is that if you hear your name being called in the woods, don't listen to that. I think that's probably like for good reason, because it's such an well, I wouldn't say.
I mean, I had to have started from somewhere.
It must have started from somewhere and just led in that trail.
But it probably is something that is probably something that was actually a real life fucked up situation. You never know that it could have been a predator out there calling the name of somebody that they knew. And that person being trusting was like, oh, yeah, let me go over there.
Come out and play it.
And then they disappear.
Warriors.
That's a scary thought, actually.
I mean, this is something that can actually really happen.
Like, imagine, like, you're actually just sitting at, like, somebody's been stalking you for so long while you live in those mountain ranges. They know enough about you.
Well, yeah, because everybody in there knows everybody, dude.
Yeah, but think about it. Like, they know about, like, how to imitate somebody's voice. They know enough about you where they know your path, where you're going to be at, your routine.
Your schedule, your whole routine.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they could probably get Gabe. But
No, they wouldn't.
Gabe wouldn't be in there.
No, they would leave me alone.
Gabe is a living.
Because I would start playing back. Like, hello.
No.
Come to me.
No, I said they will mimic you perfectly, but...
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would.
No, he's got a hard.
They're going to be like, Gabe, squeal like a pig.
Like, come here.
I wonder how many people actually watch that movie.
Squeal, not...
No, if I ever seen an apparition like that or something, I am
That
going
movie's
to...
crazy.
Because I know I'm dead. I'm just going to out-freak you.
The first time I learned about that movie
No,
was
forget
South
that.
Park.
I know I'm dead.
With the Indiana
I might as well.
Jones.
Honestly,
I will come out with a fork.
I'll probably
in
do
there
something
and be
like Gabe, too.
What?
And you know that kid that was playing the banjo in that movie?
Yeah.
He was like real life Appalachian kid that
knew how to shred that shit because
that knew how to, 100%. And
In which movie?
Deliverance.
Yeah.
And his face looked like that because of generations of incest.
I mean, hell, they didn't fuck with his ability.
Didn't fuck with his musical ability.
Destroy that banjo, bro. You seen those skills?
He could go toe for toe with anybody with the duo.
Jesus.
I mean, once in a while, you'll get.
If you never saw it, Gabby, I recommend.
Well, that's how G's work. Dude, once in a while, you get a smart person out of 100.
You're bad.
Well, I mean, and you don't even necessarily have to be smart to be talented musically.
Well, he could be a Indian savant.
I mean, it's not really. He could just be like maybe just a little physically messed up, but maybe his brain is all still there.
No, that's why I said he could just be he could just be an Indian savant.
An idiot savant. I mean, yeah, you call him stupid. He's an idiot savant.
Yeah, that is what you're calling him. Might as well call him Rayman.
Rayman?
The guy.
Oh, right. Okay.
Fruit of Balloon.
No, I heard Rayman.
But he literally made you a fortune in 1 second.
No, I heard.
I mean, but that's like a deep exaggeration of.
Autistic. He wasn't
autistic man.
He wasn't even savant. He was an idiot.
Really.
He was autistic.
Yeah.
People, doctors already called that movie out, dude. That's not happening.
That's not literally how an autistic person is.
Yeah.
But
somebody like Alan, maybe.
They took
somebody like Alan,
bits
maybe.
And pieces. No, not even. No.
I mean, Forrest Gump.
But they took bits and pieces of what, like they mixed like Asperger's with severe autism with other mental disabilities in there, and it's just.
Oh yeah, they did. They kind of.
If anything, I'd say Forrest Gump fits that idiot savant title much more.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
He's way. I mean.
Yeah.
He literally stepped
smart.
into luck. Like.
No, he's
Life's
stupid
like
smart.
a box of chocolates.
I mean, he's
stupid smart. He's stupid smart. Can't even argue with me with that. He's a billionaire. Like really, just
he stepped into it.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
stepped
that's
into
what I mean.
it,
He's
though.
He was just
smart.
a very charming man.
Did you get what I mean by stupid smart? He's stupid enough to go into war, and at the same time smart because while going into war, he just earned $1 billion.
Pretty sure he was
for
drafted.
ping pong.
He didn't have a
but
choice in the matter.
back then there wasn't $1 billion in.
No,
Yeah, and there were no billionaires
Well, he got
then.
$1 million for ping pong
No, he became rich off of bubble gum.
and ping pong
Got lucky off of
and literally
the
ping
shrimp
pong. He
boat.
has
the
royalty.
pig pong didn't make him rich.
Why are we listening to this guy?
I don't know. Because I guess we were talking about idiot savants and
Yeah.
it went to Forrest Gump. And
Well, I was just
there
talking
we
about
are.
him.
I mean, that would.
Well, I'm just an idiot.
Well, that's
Look
very
what the
true.
fuck-
I didn't want to say it, but you said it.
Look where I live at. I mean,
Hey,
He doesn't have the savant.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
We were talking about the
Appalachians.
Appalachians. I mean, this
Appalachians.
completely went off track, but
Yeah, I was going to mention a couple other guys.
All right, cool.
Tales that if people want to check out, I don't think we have time to go through them.
Nah, we're already at an hour. This was
Right.
This is more of a fuck around.
But there's one
episode.
that's really interesting called the Bell Witch. If
Oh.
people want to look.
Oh,
into
By all
but that's-
means, yeah, we still got time.
the Bell Witch or the Blair Witch?
Bell Witch. No,
Bell
it's a bit
Witch.
long. I don't want to stretch it.
I mean, just do the Cliff Notes. Because everybody knows the Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes, yeah.
It started with the Bell family that moved to the Red River Bottomland in Robertson County,
Tennessee, right?
Tennessee.
Yes.
Yes. And about a decade after moving there, the family began experiencing strange activities, knocking, scratchings, draggings, and it all continued to escalate as the Bell's daughter began complaining to someone or something that was pulling on their sheets and put. Anyway,
What was
that,
it?
I think that's
Skinwalkers or
no. I think that's an actual documented case in
right,
the U.S.
right.
Oh, that's
Uh,
good.
It's an interesting story if you want to get into it.
Definitely
It
for
happened.
an episode. Yes,
So
yeah.
is
that's a
is
real
that on-
documented
If it's
case.
if it's a real thing, though, it's actually like.
That's something that you probably could go deeper into.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I'm not
it.
being
Uh,
funny.
one
Is
of
that
the-
on a plantation.
Yo,
over there?
Gabe,
'Cause we can
please
go
give me 1
visit.
minute.
Just one second.
Andrew Jackson actually went and visited
Yes,
the farm.
yes,
It
that's what I
became
was
so
going to, yeah.
interesting,
Okay, so then we gotta do an
Yeah.
episode on that. then.
And what was it was one of the generals too, right? One of from the Confederate Army.
Generally,
No, this was in the 1820s though, well before the Confederacy.
Oh, so it was just Andrew Jackson that did it. Yes.
Yeah.
So it was like it's a really well documented case.
And yeah, it goes into like the 1900s too, that they still had family
And
members
this-
talking about
in
it. that
Tennessee,
witnessed
you-
shit.
In
Yeah.
Tennessee,
Well,
you still have this cave where supposedly that's where she lives, and needs to get it off.
Right. That's something that could be really interesting to get into.
Yeah.
Something else that's pretty freaky and funny. That supposedly
Freaky
there
and
was,
funny.
yeah,
Besides Gabe,
yeah.
freaking and funny. Okay.
Freaky and funny.
But like these 6 people that were like National Guardsmen, ran towards some crash site that they felt was like a flying object, and turned out to be supposedly this tall, stretched, long-fingered, glowing-eyed things called the Flatwood Monster.
It's one of my favorite ones.
Oh, you know about that
I
one?
like the Flatwood Monster.
Yeah, that's a good one to look into.
also if you're gonna mention that, you gotta mention the American Horror Stories.
Oh, was that one in American Horror Stories?
No, the episode from American Horror Stories, the one where they're in the woods, when they somebody kidnaps their son, and they keep searching for him.
Oh yeah.
And- At the end, it was revealed that he became the leader of those I guess primate people.
Right.
Maybe.
Primate people.
That other one reminded me of
No, because they were savages. It's
the
like they were-
Watchers. Have you guys seen
You
the
want to make a black
Watchers?
joke there, Gabby?
What is it?
Right? Ollie.
Come on, you were on in the beginning.
I mean, you were on Joshua in the beginning.
I'm listening to all of you guys.
Remind me of the Watchers, the movie The Watchers.
No, not that one. All
Uh,
right, so
and those two I wanted to mention really.
definitely
So,
the Bell Witch.
Bell
The Bell
family.
Witch.
The Bell Witch.
The Bell
and,
Witch is definitely one really good. And it's
I think that could probably be a full episode.
episode. Yes,
I mean, if it's documented, absolutely.
it's
Yeah,
definitely
we can talk about
documented.
it.
Yes.
That would be an interesting one.
What about the
Yeah,
voodoo
soldiers
queen
went
of
over
the
there
Bayou?
too, and
Not the Appalachians.
It's the bayou,
Yeah.
swampland.
I don't think we have done that though.
I mean, you could do the bayou if you want.
We did enough voodoo already.
yeah, and then when we did voodoo, you didn't mention any of that shit.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you could have brought it up in the voodoo episode.
Tony, I actually like to hit your vanity a lot, so I try to make you look good.
And then, okay,
Mm.
Okay,
okay.
Napoleon?
Ooh.
Hit your
All right, so it was a fun episode,
Yeah.
and
I learned a lot
I had
today.
fun with it. even through my gay little
Like
story.
Gabby wants to talk about
There was too many. Like that was written like a romance story in the beginning.
Yeah.
Even the descriptors.
I mean,
You
it
know-
started
you
getting
know how
scary
I
when he was
felt?
finding teeth.
Yeah, but even then,
No,
the
no,
descriptors
no, no.
were
You
like,
know,
He
I,
just got.
I think he just went over there with his best friend.
yeah, but like
That's how it sounded.
My
It
Thickwood
was not
tree,
even-
penetrated.
my
Pounded his
friend's
teeth out.
thick, dark beard. That was a bit much. He said that.
In
He
the
did say
thick
that. That's weird.
woods,
Yeah, that's what I'm
pounding
saying.
against my
Gabe.
flesh.
Gabe, hold on.
He was making his own
No,
story.
nobody's
You
talking
should be a
about your gay
romance-
shit.
Honestly, Gabe, you should be a romance writer. I think you'd be
Were
great.
you the survivor? Did you write that story?
I think I would be eating those things because it looked like
You would
food.
definitely be eating something.
They looked like ribs.
But
I would be eating something.
Honestly,
but it would not
they'd
be
probably
that.
be more scared of you.
Actually, it
than
might be a butt cheek when I cook.
But
it on
before
the
we
grill.
leave,
Yes.
Gabe,
Sauteed
hold on. Before we leave,
Hemlocks.
I think Gabby had some ideas, but
oh yeah,
one of the most prolific killers in South American
Oh,
history.
yeah.
You want to mention him?
The monster.
But mention him, dude. You can't just be like that.
Yeah, go ahead, talk about it.
what for like a future episode?
For like a couple of minutes.
Um,
What was his name? I mean, I know his name, but I want you to say it.
no, yeah. Give me 1 minute, cause you know, I wasn't ready.
Oh, you weren't prepared,
No, I was prepared for so many things tonight, like Gabe.
like Gabe. I
No,
mean,
man.
I'm
we
actually
did.
not drunk.
I mean, I think Wally has some Vaseline there, so I don't know.
Oh, he's got a baton right there too.
I have Vaseline.
Hey, go
Oh,
ahead,
see,
Paul.
there you go.
I have actually baby oil. Diddy
Of course you
style.
do, Diddy.
And lotion.
Of course.
Diddy ain't got nothing on me.
I know.
I like how
Okay.
you say it so proud.
Are we talking about
Well, I don't rate
His-
people though.
his
Luis
name?
Alfredo?
Yes,
wait, wait.
Luis
Garavito?
Alfredo
Gabe, stop.
Garavito.
Yeah, this Garavito.
Garavito, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
what makes it?
Every-
What made you like? Definitely the most
He was
prolific
a
killer in
serial
South America.
killer.
I mean, this number of victims is insane.
It's crazy.
That
And it
was
all
that
little
was
boys.
a crazy amount. I read a little bit on him.
Why is he alive?
Oh no, he
No,
died
he's dead.
already.
He's dead.
Cancer
Indeed.
got him.
Oh, that's it? No one
I
dragged
kind
him,
of wish
skinned
something
him
else
alive?
got him, like
No,
a bullet.
Was it a slow, painful
No,
death of
Gabe,
cancer?
shut up. Dude, let her
It was like
let her talk.
it
He
was-
always goes on about that.
I don't like it.
I wanted to get into him because the way he talked about it, it was like normal for him. You know what I mean?
That's how most
It was
psychopaths work.
200. It was 210 that they found, but he said he was also in Ecuador, Venezuela, and a lot of different departments in Colombia. So there was a lot of kids,
And it was only
and not
kids.
in boys, little boys from age.
I know it was boys,
8 o'clock
yeah,
to 8 to
8 o'clock?
16. Sorry, I'm sleeping here. It was from 8 to 16 years.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah, and it was all boys. But this is the craziest thing is that at the beginning he used to rape them, but then he got more satisfaction when he started murdering them. So before all those kids were murdered, he had a long history
Or just
of
raping kids.
raping, and he used to live. But then he said, and I think it was 1992, when he first killed one, and he didn't stop from there. And it was 210.
When was he arrested? Was he arrested?
Yeah, he was.
Like
He was
97, something like that?
around there, yeah. And he
So
started
in 5
crying.
years?
Yeah,
Dude.
it was a lot of years.
You're
Where
talking
the fuck
about
did he find the time for all this shit, first of all?
So he's killing like 5 kids every single fucking night, dude.
probably a
Jesus.
kid over single night, dude.
Jeez, man.
I
That's
mean,
nuts.
okay, so this is like the early 90s to like late 90s in South America, dude, where...
There was a lot of
Corruption.
No.
Well, no, it's not even that. It's not, it's,
corruption.
well, yes.
I mean,
There
there
was
was
a lot of
corruption.
kids.
There's a lot of
But-
kids.
I was going to say
Selling
kids in the
stuff.
streets, right?
Selling stuff, trying to
But
get money
it's not like he went to the cities. He actually stuck
in the
Stuck
little
to the
stuck
villages.
into the outskirts,
of, like, the
yes.
states.
Like little towns. And when you keep moving from town to town, then
Of
it's kind of
course.
hard to like...
No one's gonna track you. It's
Yeah.
hard. I mean, especially in the '90s, like we don't really have like surveillance like that.
Yeah.
In Mexico, I don't.
Cameras down there in South America in the 90s.
Yeah.
Psh,
Not
even in Mexico, it's
Our
like, what,
surveillance
cameras? What
started,
are
like,
those?
what,
Not even a concept.
2015?
What?
Where like they could actually see like our surveillance. Like
Well, it
no one
started
was some-
before that, but...
Well, you're talking
Well,
You're
about...
talking about
like-
satellite imagery?
Yeah,
You're talking
like,
about
all
you're talking
that.
about America then.
Yeah, that's the United
No,
States.
I'm talking about worldwide now. That's why I
There-
said it
no, there is
started,
nothing like that.
2015.
I don't even think it's worldwide yet. That's why Starlink was invented.
Oh.
So many places in the world didn't have access to internet, and
Especially in Latin America.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mexico a little bit, but South America, I was like,
I mean, Mexico, you were even lucky to have that. You must have back in those days. You must have had a lot of money.
but the South America,
South
dude,
America,
like,
nothing.
no. Like South, and I'm sorry, but no.
I mean, it's not a fun.
It's true,
subject,
dude. It's
man, but
like-
it's true, yeah. Well,
So
I mean,
especially he was moving around, so
Yeah.
it can't.
it's hard. It's easy
It's
to
hard
see
to.
why he was able to.
It's hard to
escape
keep track
capture.
of somebody that just keeps moving around between countries.
Yeah.
That's an insane amount of victims, though.
It
And you
is,
gotta
man.
remember,
It's-
What stage of cancer did he die of?
I'm
who
not.
cares, dude?
I have to
Because
check
I
on
want to
that,
know if
but
it's a slow, like, painful death. where he's
Well,
like-
usually
Cancer
all of
is-
them are.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter which one it is.
but so as people know that we're gonna talk about next when we do this episode. It's like back then, like so South Americans, when you're born in South America, you get to move around freely from in all of those countries.
Yeah, you
No
just move around.
passports?
No passport, no nothing. You could just
Just
walk into the
You
border.
just show
that's
your
it.
ID where you're from, and it says where you're born. So if you're South
so
American,
it's like similar to EU. Like
Yeah.
you didn't need that shit. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
if you got like an EU license, you could just walk into there.
Right.
so you didn't need like a visa or whatever. When
Do you
you're born
need
in
that
South
now?
America, like you can move
What?
around
No,
the
still
whole
don't.
the whole continent.
Still no?
In South America?
Yeah.
No.
So you can still walk through.
Yeah, I mean you could walk to Ecuador to all those.
If
countries.
you're
Yeah.
born there,
If you're
Yeah.
born there, yeah.
It's like a coalition.
yeah.
Oh.
I mean, because you know how they're all smaller countries, and you know how they're all bunched together, so you could just walk around.
So he stuck to the little town. So
yeah.
Oh.
Poor people that were not
Like,
educated or shit.
early
like
'90s. Oops. How you gonna keep track of somebody that's moving around in between countries?
that. Yeah.
So that's a real horror show
That's
right
real
there.
horror.
Yeah.
So
And
hopefully you guys
They did a lot of interviews to him. And he talked normally. Like he never did anything
because he's a
wrong.
psychopath.
They usually
That's
do.
what I was telling
They usually do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a psychopath.
Kids.
I mean, have you ever heard the
Vulnerable
Ted
thing.
Bundy tapes?
I heard them.
Or, what's his name?
No,
Very
because
fascinating.
Linda actually asked me about
What
Jeffrey
was the
being a
song?
narcissist, but I was like, no, like I'm a narcissist.
Manson.
There's different stages, I guess, or different types.
Yeah, I'm a narcissist.
Like,
but
it doesn't mean you're a sociopath or
Exactly.
a psychopath.
Yeah, that's what he was
and the
explaining to me.
psychopath.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm a
It's like,
narcissist.
I mean, it's
but,
like you might want the attention of other people, but it's like there's also things you're willing to do. Like sometimes those things go hand in hand. Sometimes
Well, it's like every sociopath is a narcissist.
that's true.
This is a fact.
That's true.
But not every narcissist is a sociopath.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
So it's going to be a good show, guys. So
And we're gonna do it
we're going to do it.
bilingual.
Like,
Spanish and English.
I mean, if you want, I'll sit out the Spanish part.
No.
Yeah, you don't want me
You
to
know
speak.
English
want me-
and Spanish, Wally.
I know a little bit.
well, it's 2 and 2, so it's going to be bilingual.
It's gonna be
That's
bilingual.
fine. It's fine with me. I'm down with that. It's very experimental.
But if you want to, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll
All
put
right,
you.
so thank you guys for tuning in. And I'm glad we didn't have any technical difficulties.
Yeah,
God,
boy.
thank God, Jesus Christ.
Don't have to worry about the edits.
yeah,
No,
so
I still
thank
do.
you guys.
Still a couple things I gotta edit out.
Thank you
Facts.
guys.
Like the black jokes.
Nobody said no black jokes.
nobody said no black joke.
No, I did.
I didn't
You're
even
black.
understand.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for doxing
Why are you
me.
doxing them, bro?
Doxing me.
Thank you guys for
I'm
listening.
just giving him credit.
All right, we're saying goodnight.
We
And
never talked
uh,
about Josh.
and this is
She
why
did. I did.
this is why Gabe's in a timeout.
Actually, they took me out my freaking.
Yeah,
No,
he's
we
in
didn't take you out.
He's in the little stool.
He's in
too.
the
You just
stool,
gotta
but
give
he's
him
in
the
the
dunce
timeout.
cap, and there you go. Just turn him around to the
I
corner.
like
Turn them
Gabby.
into the corner.
I'm about to fucking be like a Mexican teacher from the 90s and
I like Gabby.
just give him fucking donkey ears and put him in the corner.
There you go.
You're gonna spank him? What?
And I said,
He
give
like
him
that.
donkey
He like
ears
that.
and put him
In
in
my
the
room.
corner.
I do got the paddle in my room.
Okay.
All right.
So
Hi,
thank you guys for
Gabby.
listening, and
I like
hopefully
Gabby.
we hear more from both Gabby and Gabe next episode.
Facts.
So thank you guys for listening.
Thank
and
you,
we'll see you
everybody.
next
Follow
week.
on all the stuff.
Follow all the stuff like usual, Instagram and
Subscribe.
yes,
Yeah.
YouTube.
All the
YouTube,
platforms.
YouTube.
Most
Mainly,
of them.
mainly YouTube, please.
Yeah, please. We want that. We want those ads.
Get on
Yeah.
YouTube. Word.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you
Nice.
guys. Have a good night.